welcome back to marching band. Just play like you normally do. Listen best you can. These are going to pick you up a little bit too. Okay, let's get out Heartland March.
This way or that way?
Should have brought my plus.
My mom said I couldn't bring my one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was too old.
And I was like,
and circumstance slash graduation suite overview.
Don't say the G word.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as the Cadillac High School Honors Choir sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, choir. You may be seated at this time, and I would like to introduce Class Secretary Alyssa Tomaski.
Good afternoon to family, faculty, and friends. Welcome to Cadillac High School for the annual commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. Congratulations to all of my fellow classmates. We made it. In just a few moments, we will walk this stage and officially be done with high school. The last 4 years have gone by so quickly. Many memories made, many friendships built, and so many jokes and emotions shared. I wish all of my fellow classmates the best in their future endeavors and hope we all hold on to at least one memory from these past few years, one memory that made high school what it was. I would like to speak on behalf of the class and say thank you, first to the faculty for being a helping hand throughout the years, helping all of us, teaching us about academic subjects, how to persevere, and valuable life lessons for our futures. Next, thank you to the people that stood by our sides every day, walking down the halls, studying for a test, and hanging out after school. The people that made our high school days a little better and made classes a little more fun. Finally, thank you to our parents and families, the ones that got us up on the first day of kindergarten and on the last day of senior year, the ones that took our pictures and held our hands as we learned everything, the people that taught us how to be a human, how to interact with others and become the people we are today. Without all of you, we wouldn't have made it to this point. Thank you for all the love and support over the years. I have no advice to give because I am only 18 and have so much left to learn. But according to Mr. Worldwide, also known as Pitbull, every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. It is my pleasure to introduce the Cadillac High School Honors Choir, who will be performing Landslide.
I took my love and I took it down. mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills when the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder. Even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Oh, take it down. Oh, climb a mountain and you turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills when the landslide brought me down, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will the landslide bring it down? Landslide bring it down.
Welcome, graduates, parents, family members, friends, school board members, and honored guests. I know what many of you are thinking right now. Why is this guy here? Jim Walter. Why Jim Walter? I can't stand Jim Walter. Those annoying phone calls and that silly mystical axe he carries. Although he is much better looking in person. Your kids know that with my mystical attendance axe, I can read minds and influence attendance. It has been fun to wield this power over them. Parents, don't worry. I use this attendance axe more as an influencer than as a weapon. It works extremely well, except on McGill McGuire. He seems immune to its effects. Congratulations, graduates. You have successfully earned the right combination and amount of credits to really get this thing called life started. You worked hard. You made good choices. You got it done. I'm sure by any valid statistical measure, you're one of the greatest graduating classes of Cadillac Vikings. I have 3 simple pieces of advice for you as we part. First, if you find yourself in a tough spot, call your parents or call me. Don't let yourself be alone in those times. We all need someone, on this journey with us to carry us in the few times we can't walk alone. Second, on your path to success, help others as much as possible. You'd be surprised how much confidence this will build in yourself, but far more importantly, how much value you are adding to the world. And third, tell the people that you love them. Give the hugs and I love yous freely. You really can't do it too much. It isn't possible. I speak from experience. Trust me on this one. Don't save the hugs and I love yous for later. I'm proud of you and also grateful for you, helping me to know how we do things the right way at Cadillac High School. You're appreciated, and I'm not ashamed to say I love you guys. Best wishes to you out there in the great beyond. Don't forget to come back and tell us your great stories. That matters far more than you know right now. Now, for some important recognitions. Cadillac High School recognizes academic achievement in a variety of ways. In addition to the designations in the program, graduating seniors can also be named to the top 20, which is based on their cumulative grade point average, hard-earned over 4 years, or designated as a senior scholar, based on a formula that incorporates their grade point average and their SAT scores, which tests their mettle on a single day. Would all top 20 and Senior Scholar Award winners please stand to be recognized at this time? Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated. At this time, would the senior scholars please come forward to be awarded a much-deserved Scholastic Achievement Medallion in recognition of their achievement. Gabrielle Anderson. Jacob Belair. Summer Bertram. Erica Conradson. Wyatt English. Lars Hansen. Colton Longstreet. Aaron Meyer. Brody Meyer. Grace Munch. Sarah Outman. Joseph Schaefer. Lucy Schmidtdeal. Felix Schneider. Rose Steebleton. Lucy Claire White. Christopher Wiggins. Aaron Yaklin. And Grace Zubak. Once again, congratulations on all of your academic achievements. Next, we will recognize students who will leave Cadillac High School and immediately begin serving our country in the armed forces. There are very few acts of courage greater than serving your country and putting the safety of others ahead of your own. Would you please stand when I call your name? These students are Ethan Nicholas with the Army National Guard. Colton Longstreet, attending the United States Military Academy at West Point. Lucas Grove with the United States Army. Blake Holly with the Army National Guard. Eliana Plotnikowicz with the United States Navy. Cameron Pucciarello with the United States Navy. and Alexander Else with the Army National Guard. Thank you for your future support of every American. Freedom and liberty are not without sacrifice nor free. We are grateful for each of you. And finally, our Citizenship Awards. Citizenship is an active living commitment to the people on your left and your right, behind and in front of you. It is a conscious choice to contribute your gifts, talents, and passions to the common good, to voice the truth and to do so respectfully, and to shoulder the responsibility of leaving your community better than you found it. Citizenship is not a spectator sport, nor is it a status on your driver's license or passport that only matters during an election. It isn't merely abiding by laws or taking up space in a community. Real citizenship isn't about what you can take from your community or country. It is about the character you bring to it. As you head out into the world in Cadillac and beyond, remember that citizenship is a verb, and you practice it every day. This year's Cadillac High School Citizenship Award winners are Colton Longstreet and Ava Correa. At this time, I would like to introduce Ashlyn Danforth, who will present our first senior commemorative speech.
Hello, everyone. First, I want to start by congratulating the class of 2026. We did it. We finally made it to graduation. If you're anything like me, you've been imagining this day since middle school. Back then, graduation felt impossibly far away. Being a senior sounded so grown up, and college sounded terrifying. And somehow, in what feels like 5 minutes, we went from getting lost in the halls to being moments away from throwing our caps. But when I look back at high school, I don't think the biggest lessons came from classrooms or tests. The most important things I learned at CHS came from the moments in between. The first lesson is this: failure does not define you. Over the last 4 years, we've all lost friendships, embarrassed ourselves, made bad decisions, and missed opportunities. We all had moments where we felt behind. Maybe it was the bad grade you cried over in your car, maybe it was not making the team, or maybe it was sending a text you immediately regretted, or realizing that you completely forgot you had an assignment and it's due in 10 minutes. But failure was never the end of the story. It was part of the story. The hard days taught us resilience. The embarrassing moments taught us humility. And honestly, some of our worst moments became the stories we laugh hardest about now. Because in the end, the failures didn't define us. The fact that we kept going did. The second lesson I learned is that the small moments mattered the most. When we first came to high school, most of us thought the moments we'd remember forever would be the huge ones: prom, graduation, winning games, and getting accepted into college. And yes, those moments mattered. But I don't think those are the moments we'll miss most. We'll miss the little things, like laughing during class at the worst possible time and trying not to make eye contact with your friends because you knew you'd lose it. We'll remember making TikToks instead of doing work, sitting in parking lots talking about life for hours, and hearing the bell ring and saying, "There's no way it's only third hour." Those small moments seemed ordinary at the time, but looking back now, they were everything. Because high school was never just about grades or transcripts. It was about growing up together. So, to my classmates, I hope you chase big dreams and take risks. And while you do, don't rush through your life waiting for the important days while missing the ordinary ones happening right in front of you. I want to encourage you all at this time to think of your support system, the family, friends, coaches, and mentors that got you here. I want to express my personal gratitude for my parents. Without their endless support, I would not be here. To the class of 2026, I am incredibly proud of us. We made mistakes, we learned lessons, we grew up together. And no matter where life takes us next, part of us will always be connected by these halls, these memories, and the years we shared. Thank you. I would now like to introduce fellow graduate Colton Longstreet.
Good afternoon, class of 2026 and attendees. I would like to start with a history lesson. On July 4th, 1776, the American Continental Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence, initiating the movement towards independence. On August 2nd of 1776, the signing of the Declaration formally began, officially recognizing the United States' separation from the all-powerful British Empire. This event was monumentous for its time, as not only was the United States the first modern nation to declare independence from the British, one of the largest and vastest empires of its time, but it was also the first of its kind to propose a government system based around consent of the governed and inalienable rights, stating that mankind had equal God-given rights and that no person had the divine right to leadership, as the power of the government was given to and controlled by the people and for the people. Our founders, influenced by the ideas and philosophy of Enlightenment thinkers that came before them, constructed a risk-filled incentive, devised a plan of action, and ran with it. Today, 250 years later, we can say that their efforts were worth the risk. As the leader of the free world, the United States politically, economically, and militarily has and continues to exemplify the values that our founders intended the nation to possess. However, this did not occur automatically. It took strong, competent leaders throughout the ages to formulate and mold the United States into what it is today. While it may appear as the USA has already had its golden era, I believe that we have yet to reach our full potential. I believe deep down inside that we are not done. The United States will not stop growing and advancing at our 250th because we have another 250, 500, and 750 years in us. That is the American spirit. We don't stop once we've reached the top. We continue to strive to become better than we were before. This class of 2026 is where we enter the picture. Just like the past, the nation didn't come to be. It took leadership, guidance. We collectively are those leaders. We are the next doctors, nurses, and surgeons, engineers, plumbers, farmers, and electricians, politicians, soldiers, and lawyers. We are the future of the United States of America. In order to continue this growth, we need leaders of character. Within the West Point Cadet Creed, one line stands out to me. I will live above the common level of life and have the courage to choose the harder right over the easier wrong. This line can apply not only to West Point cadets, but to everyone. A leader of character is going to go against the norm, take responsibility for their actions, and ultimately choose the best solution, even if it has negative self-consequences. They are disciplined and will put the needs of others before themselves. They are humble, resilient, compassionate, and fair. They are quick to listen and slow to act out of impulse. Class of 2026, I say to you, every single one of us has the capability to be a leader of character. If we can have the courage to choose the harder rights over the easier wrongs, we will have a brighter future tomorrow. One where we see a United States that facilitates the generations that came before, the generations of today, and the generations that are to come. Thank you. I would like to introduce our next speaker, Senior Class President Silas Ashley.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, members of the class of 2026, friends and family, and anyone else I need to mention for this speech to reach time. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Silas Ashley, and I'm speaking to you today because I won an election with 20 voters. In a few moments, we, the class of 2026, will be walking across the field to this stage to receive a piece of paper. A paper that represents the 13 years of work that we have put into our education. This paper will be stamped with the CHS Viking that has been a staple of our time here, a familiar symbol that has greeted us every day around school, at our sporting events. Oh, this tassel's awful. And in the occasional email. Not that I would know, because I never checked my inbox. And it will be signed by our glorious leader, Mr. Walter. But I digress, perchance. Today is about us and our accomplishments. Everybody sitting on this field today earned their cap and gown by showing up to school and earning at least passing marks. And we also, each and every one of us, managed to go through and not forget to schedule an art credit. That one was scary for me. Now, we did this not because it was easy, but because our parents would have gone to jail if we hadn't. In light of that, I would like to give the parents in the audience the opportunity to thank us for keeping the truancy officers away. On behalf of the class of 2026, you're welcome. There was more motivation to earn this diploma than just fear of the law, however. This diploma is the next step for all of us. Whether we leave here and go out into the workforce, go to college, join the military, or pursue any of the other options presented to us by American capitalism, our diplomas will provide us with a crushing advantage over the 8% of the population that don't have one. Now, as we walk to receive it, we will find ourselves walking beside the people who have gone to school with, or who we have gone to school with for the last 6 or 7 years. Hopefully, in that time, you've acquainted yourself with them. Even better if you like them enough to call them your friend. I encourage everyone to remember the connections we have made here, to keep talking to your friends, to keep each other updated, and to keep each other in mind. I say this because the friends that have helped you through your lowest moments might still be able to help you yet again. That friend that helped you study may later help you get a job, and one of us might even become rich enough to help spot their friends with gas money. After today, we, members of the CHS class of 2026, will have the opportunity to go out, find our place in the world, and achieve success in whichever way you qualify it. All I ask is that we remember where we came from and the people that helped shape us. Outro. Now, each year, we welcome students from across the world to join us here at CHS and be part of our graduating class. I would like to take a moment and introduce our 6 students who are with us today. If you are the host parent and or biological parents, please stand and be recognized along with these wonderful individuals when we say their names. Victoria Fuming. Victoria is from Germany and was hosted by Kayla Devereaux. Lisa Hurt. Lisa is from Switzerland and was hosted by Lindsay and Nick Bertram. Clara Maassen. Clara is from Germany and was hosted by Megan and Chris Brinks. Livia Noetiger. Livia is from Switzerland and was hosted by Nate and Peggy Swagger. Roman Titar. Roman is from France and was hosted by Anthony and Heather Lucio. Armenia Tirado Serrano. Armenia is from Spain and was hosted by Miranda Gruno and Adam Joint. On to the presentation of the class by Mr. Walter.
Members of the Board of Education, it is my honor and privilege to affirm that the students seated before you today, members of the class of 2026, have completed the requirements for graduation set forth by the Cadillac Area Public Schools Board of Education and the Michigan Department of Education. It is with great pride that I present the graduating class from Cadillac Senior High School. Members of the class of 2026 may now receive their diplomas. First to receive their diplomas will be the President and Vice President of the 2026 graduating class. As the names are read for all of our students, we do ask that you are respectful in your celebrations so that we can ensure that each student's name is heard as they receive their diploma. Class President, Silas Oscar Ashley. And Class Vice President, Ava Laurel Correa.
Ellie Serena Johnson.
Alyssa Gabrielle Tomaski.
Gabrielle Alexis Anderson.
Jacob Thomas Belair.
Summer Madison Bertram.
Erica Jane Conradson.
Wyatt John English.
Lars Frederick Hansen.
Colton Hugh Longstreet.
Erin Claire Meyer.
Brody Thomas Meyer.
Grace Elizabeth Munch.
Sarah Marie Outman.
Joseph August Schaefer.
Lucy Ann Schmidtdeal.
Felix Schneider.
Rose Steebleton.
Lucy Claire White.
Christopher Allen Wiggins.
Aaron Michael Yacklin.
Grace Marie Zubak.
Joshua Scott Allen.
Mercedes Mabel Allen.
Connor James Anderson.
Emily Rose Anway.
Paul Lee Austin.
Nadia Chase Baker.
Corbin Adam Baldwin.
Peyton Renee Barron.
Maxwell Douglas Baumgartner.
Mackenzie Morgan Beard.
Grace Ann Bell.
Hope Olivia Bell.
Zachary Dale Benham.
Gage Marie Bigelow.
Broden William Ulrich Biller.
Patricia May Billett.
Tristan Daniel Berge.
Thomas Nigel Scott Boardman.
Nicholas James Brandsma.
Zoe Jade Briggerman.
Noah Jack Brigham.
Brooklyn Ella Brown.
Catherine Scarlett Brown.
Ariana Elizabeth Bryant.
Madison Lee Burns.
Moira May Carey.
Jenica Ashley Shervin.
Sophia Claire Clough.
Olivia Elizabeth Cochran.
Dallas Grace Connor.
Skyla Danielle Cook.
Brooklyn Marie Rose Cooper.
Jody Ann Cornwell.
Harley Jo Ann Corey.
McKenna Nicole Kramer.
Morgan John Crawford.
Logan Gabriel Cross.
Ashlyn Elizabeth Danforth.
Megan Nicole Dark.
Olivia Grace Downing.
Lucy Lou Devereaux.
Audra Arlene Decatur.
Kaysen Michael Parkosh Dunn.
Jackson James Egley.
Alexander Cole Else.
Robbie Emlaw.
India Autumn Fauble.
Madison Lucille Fauble.
Victoria Louise Fuming.
Karina Susan Gabriel.
Carly Jane Gaylor.
Alexander Robert Gebhardt.
Nakia Joe Lee Graham.
Lucas Owen Grove.
Abigail Joanna Hamilton.
Jeremy Michael Hayner.
Shaylin K. Harper.
Rihanna Maria Harris.
Weston Joseph Haslett.
Caden Vincent Hawkins.
Jaden Cole Hendry.
Lisa Anina Hurt.
Connor James Hill.
Lauren Jean Hill.
Maverick Elijah Hoffert.
Blake Michael Holly.
Dylan Matthew Paul Hoover.
Zachary Ryan Hughes.
Alec Eric Rain Ivancevic.
Lucas Owen Jackson.
Cade Jacob James.
Delaney K. Jeswick.
Keyston Thomas Johnson.
Vance Chester Johnston.
Harley Grace Marie Jones.
Adelina Rose Joint.
Marty Allen Junitas.
Lauren Christine Kearns.
Emmett Keeley.
Sawyer Ramsey Keene.
Elizabeth Marie Kessler.
Miles Harrison King.
Reed Patrick King.
Olivia June Knudsen.
Elise Catherine Koenig.
Andrew Robert Kornacki.
Elizabeth Rose Corson.
Joseph Daniel Cottridge.
Gracie Joanne Cruz.
Austin Raymond Lager.
Kennedy Ruth Lamberan.
Ryan Joshua Lincoln.
Olivia Jean Marie Lorenz.
Clara Mawson.
Amina Juniper Madaski. Nicholas Vincent Marinelli.
Brandon Scott Martinson.
Hayden Lee Mayhew.
McGill Malloy McGuire.
Madison Pearl McLeod.
Brecken Reese McNutt.
Ivy Lynn McRoberts.
Bailey Ryan Morales.
Wyatt Christopher Musselman.
Cameron Jaden Nelson.
Keem Pham Vin Naween.
Ethan Tanner Nicholas.
Xavier Allen Travers Neiman.
Ariana Lynn Nixon.
Livia Lynn Noetiger.
Alicia K. Notarian.
Colin Brian Olette.
Lydia Elaine Owens.
Sean Wesley Pachkowski.
Amelia Marie Peterson.
Eliana Nicole Plotnikowitz.
Ariana Lynn Potter.
Destiny Colleen Pringle.
Cameron Riley Pucciarello.
Thomas Daniel Rahali.
Lydia Lynn Richards.
Parker Allen Rude.
Kyle David Ross.
Lydianne Martha Rule.
Addison Jean Russ.
Logan Ryan Shute.
Audrey Lynn Schwartz.
Blake Douglas Seeley.
Sage Olivia Cervella.
Lillian Sue Shanklin.
Gavin Christopher Sharp.
Charles Owen Shelton.
Mason Tyler Shipton.
Davin Joseph Shively.
Maddie Eliza Smith.
Samantha Jordan Smith.
Regina Janae Stearns.
Jasmine Elise Stronach.
Elizabeth Marcella Suter.
Brody Patrick Swanson.
Kylie Noel Swiger.
Madeline Claire Taylor.
Sierra Lynn Taylor.
Roman Annalise Marie Tatart.
Hey, Roman.
Taylor James Thompson.
Aaliyah Rose Thompson.
Caden Keith Todd.
Erminia Torado Serrano.
Jacob Michael Townsend.
That's my brother.
Piper Elise Tracy.
Dominic Lucas Triber.
Keegan Joshua Tuck.
Kaylee Joan Tweedale.
Lucas Allen Vansel.
Cooper Matthew Wagner.
Cameron Blake Wamba.
Connor Alexander Warfield.
Nolan Douglas McNally Warnke.
Brody Wilder Webb.
Jocelyn Joanne Wicker.
Elizabeth Ann Wiggins.
Chloe Taylor Wild.
Destiny Marie Zigo.
Delilah Lane Zupanzik.
Mr. Walter. Great.
Graduates, would you please stand? We are proud to recognize you as graduates of Cadillac Senior High School, the class of 2026. And as a symbolic act of your graduation, you may now move your tassel to the left. You may be seated. Congratulations to each of you seniors. I would like to welcome at this time Class Treasurer Ellie Johnson to the stage.
Hello to my fellow graduates. To the people who made us who we are today, thank you. Some of you have encouraged us, some of you have challenged us, and some of you have prompted us to persevere through tough times. No matter your role, you have played a part in helping us become unique individuals ready to move forward into our futures. Dolly Parton said, "If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one." Now it's our time to travel on our own. Think back to freshman year. Some of us had fully operational lockers, and we all had an open campus. There were many clubs that we could pick from, upperclassmen to befriend, and most of all, a GPA to establish. We looked up to the seniors and assumed they had their lives together. We began sophomore year in the old high school and returned from holiday break with a shiny new present, a new building. No longer the bottom of the food chain, we became more confident in our place at CHS. While sophomore year brought more fun, it also brought the struggle with the passing of our dear classmate and my best friend, Emily. Senior year felt so far away. Junior year, many of us were driving to school and preparing for plenty of testing. We were ready to be the big kids of the school, excited to begin exploring future possibilities, but not yet forced to face the reality of being a senior. Finally came senior year, senioritis, senior skip day or week, and all the things we've been dreaming about for the last 3 years. With the future unknown and our lives certainly not together, we are off into our next adventure. Through this time, we have grown from kids into the people we choose to be today. People who are ready to find success in the next chapter of our lives. Fellow graduates, remember that even though administration may not be watching anymore, put your hoods down indoors, treat others with respect, and please turn in your senior photos to the yearbook. Congrats to the class of 2026. At this time, graduates, would you please stand as we take our final walk as a class for one last celebration. Faculty and staff, please form the traditional tunnel.
We didn't practice this part.
Complicated.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. terrible, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
At this time, class of 2026, you may toss your caps. Congratulations, seniors. This does conclude our ceremony. Have a great day with your family and friends.